So did you ever notice how sometimes the first, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes or even a couple miles of a run can be pretty tough? Or even that's a part of a workout can be pretty tough? Well, there's a couple of reasons why. And I just want to give you a couple of pieces of advice or suggestions as to things that might be helpful to you. And I'm speaking from 2 decades experience as a coach. So these are things that I've tinkered with for quite some time. Even when I was running competitively, there were some things that I noticed I needed to do as well that wasn't necessarily being prescribed. So one is a good warm-up routine. Now, that can include a lot of things. Okay, a good stretch routine could be part of it. If you're doing an active stretch routine, then it can act as part of your warm-up routine. Okay, if it's a static stretch, it is not part of a warm-up routine. Okay, it's not running specific. Holding a stretch for an extended period of time does not stimulate blood flow. Okay, so more of an active, and I'm a proponent of active isolated flexibility. I am a Wharton trained and certified active isolated flexibility therapist for the last 2 decades. I've got a couple of videos on my channel that you could take a look at of a fully detailed and laid out stretch routine that's specific to sport or activity, especially running. So I would encourage you to take a look at that. If you're not subscribed to this channel, make sure you do that right now. Hit the notifications so that you don't miss live streams, you don't miss new content, and I have a whole bunch coming. Plus, you have access to 200 plus videos that I've already put out. Whether you're a middle distance runner, doesn't matter. You're a coach. I have got stuff, everything on here. Okay, I've got stuff from half mile all the way up to the marathon, all different levels. So workouts, training programs, fully detailed, and everything is broken down by the day, by the week, by the month for you. So now back to the subject of the day, warm up and stretch routine. So generally, what I do is I teach my athletes, or as many of them as that are willing to learn it, the active isolated flexibility routine. And what it does is it stimulates blood flow, it gets the body temperature warmed up, gets the muscles ready for activity to make an easier transition into a run, particularly a long run. That way, if you're doing a 10, 12, 14, 15, 16, whatever it is, it doesn't take you 3 to 4 miles just to get into a little bit of a rhythm or to find your rhythm or for your legs to feel less like lead. Okay, especially after a workout a couple days prior to. This routine also helps to flush lactate out of the legs and help to speed up the recovery process after runs and workouts as well. But doing something like this, even if you do 10 minutes of it prior to a run, you're going to feel a heck of a lot different. Okay, post-workout, if you can spend a couple minutes, you're going to feel a heck of a lot different, especially after a hard workout where you're doing fast running, or even especially after you run a fast PB in a race, which generally can tend to take a couple extra days of recovery. This will help speed up the recovery process as well. So this promotes blood flow, promotes recovery, it promotes a lot of things, but it gets you ready for the activity you're going to participate in. Okay, so that routine is number one. Number two, workouts. Okay, and I recommend folks doing this routine before a workout too. So let's say you stretch for a little bit and then you do your warm up, and it could be different. It could be a half mile, it could be a mile, it could be 2 miles, whatever. You find out, a warm-up routine works for you, or warm-up distance works for you, is fine. What you do after that is key. Okay, so you do some plyometrics, some drills, some strides to get the legs warmed up. Now, there are 2 things that I generally do. If you're doing let's just say you're doing a long threshold workout or a tempo workout, and let's use 6 minutes a mile, for example. I'll use 8-minute miles as well. Let's just say you're going to do a tempo run at 6-minute pace, and it's such and such distance and whatnot. But it sometimes takes you a few minutes or a mile or so to kind of figure out your pace. Well, I recommend doing some short 200-meter efforts prior to the workout. And you'll see this in a lot of my videos. Okay, let's just say you do 2 or 3 times a 200. It will not tax you at all. Okay, in this case, you're doing 44 to 45 seconds per rep. You jog a 200-meter effort. You do it again, you jog a 200, and then if you do a third one if you need to. That helps you find the pace before getting into the workout. Okay, so that you're not using part of the workout to find the pace. Okay, this helps you maximize the entire meat and potatoes, the body of the workout. Let's just say you're doing it 8 minutes per mile. Okay, the same thing applies. You're doing 59 to 60 seconds per 200. Okay, you do 2 or 3 of them to help find your pace. And once you lock into the pace, you still do that same 200-meter jog, and then you go right into the workout again to help you maximize the actual workout. What you can do on the back end if you want is do a couple of more 200s. Let's just say 2 times 200 at pace again, or just slightly faster. Okay, just gives you a little bit more work at the pace. It's not going to tax you any extra. Okay, but it helps you transition out of the workout as well into your cool down. All right, no matter what pace you're running. bookending it, or even at the very least starting the workout with a couple of 200s at goal pace helps you maximize the workout. Okay. On the flip side, if you're doing some short, fast stuff, whether it be 200s or 400s or hill repeats, whatever it is, bookending it, or even starting it with a longer tempo extra. Let's just say if it's 800 meters or 1,000 meter effort at tempo pace, and at this point you'll know what your tempo pace is. If you don't know what your paces are, make sure you watch my 1 mile time trial video. Make sure you watch the video on how to set the right training paces for everything based on what you run for these things, because what it does is it helps make sure that you're training in the right paces. Okay, so I'm going to use the same example. Let's just say it's an 800 meter at 6 minute pace. That's your tempo pace. You're going to run it at anywhere from 3 minutes to a little bit faster, 256, 257. After your stretch routine, your warm up drills and strides. Okay. What that does is it elevates your heart rate, helps you transition into the workout. Okay, and then you do your workout, and then on the back end, you can do another one of these if you'd like. You don't have to, but another, let's just say 800 meter effort at tempo pace, 3 minutes to 256, 257. It helps you transition out of the workout and into the cool down. Okay, key thing. So bookending short stuff with longer stuff, and bookending long stuff with shorter stuff helps you not only find your pace, but helps you lock into the workout, helps you maximize, especially a fast, short-paced workout with something a little bit longer and slower. So it helps you kind of transition into the faster pace so that you're not going into it right away. It helps also keeps you reduce the potential injuries as well. So, and you get a little bit of cardiovascular threshold work in addition to what you're doing for the short fast stuff. So, and then you transition out into your cool down. So again, that's the key here, okay? If you want to make that first part of a workout feel a little bit better, okay, or even the back part of a workout feel a little bit better, bookending these things with some of these things can help you do that, okay? An active stretch routine before a run or a workout can help you do that. And these things I have videos on, so you can feel free to watch them. And you let me know what you think. If you have comments, put them in, if you have feedback, put them in the comments down below. If you need to reach out to me directly, blackbeltrunningcoach@gmail.com is my email. My Instagram is Top of the Line Running. And now I started a TikTok called Top of the Line Running. So I'll be kind of cross-promoting these things on the three platforms to help get as much good running content out there as possible. And feel free to share this channel with other people that you know that are runners and coaches that you think might benefit from them. Because ideally, I want to get this shared to a bigger running community, and there's a lot of folks who can benefit from the from the videos that I put out on this channel. So, but thanks for watching, guys. And the next video I'm going to talk about is comparing soreness versus injury. So it's going to be an important one. So I hope to see you there. Have a good weekend.